peep the "you're entitled to my opinion." Because you're entitled to my opinion, okay? We've been in a spiritual warfare for a long time. And when I tell people that, they look at me like this.
What even is a spiritual warfare? She sounds crazy, y'all. She's crazy. Let's not hang with her.
So, I'm going to talk about what even is a spiritual warfare, because I feel like when I say that, people think that doesn't exist. Well, for one, if you don't already know, we are spiritual beings. We are made of energy. Energy is created, it can never be destroyed. So really, we come from the God source. We come from light. We come from love. We come from the heavens above, because as above, so below. As it is in heaven, so it is on earth. You need duality in life. Even though when you have bad, you have good. But when you have masculine, you have feminine. But also, too, when you have physical, you have spiritual. I'm not going to give you like some textbook definition. I'm just going to tell you, for me, a spiritual warfare is anything that is meant to disrupt the natural way of your spirit, which the natural way of your spirit is love, is light. We've been given freedom of choice in this life, but since we've been born, since before we were born, since the dawn of time, things have been manipulated to steer people in a different direction when it comes to their belief systems, when it comes to what music they like, what foods they'll eat. All these things have been put in front of you to deter your spirit into going into a different direction that is not its purpose. It's not its soul's purpose, is what I'm saying. So the spiritual warfare has been going on for a long time. I like to say that seeds have been sowed and now they are finally growing, and we are seeing the reaping of the seeds that have been sowed previously. So some spiritual warfare things would be the drug epidemics, would be wars going on, the news, music, TV, food. And don't worry, I'm going to give you some examples, because especially with the food nowadays, are we seeing how everyone's talking about recall on the eggs, recall on the lettuce, recall on the tomatoes, recall here, recall there. Everything is recall. You know why? Because the food is not real no more. Something that I've learned is that there's how many billions of people in the world? Do you think there's enough chicken? Or enough beef? Or enough vegetables to actively produce it fast every day, to be in the grocery store, to be in the restaurants, to be at the fast food restaurants? No. So they have to genetically modify things. And these things negatively affect our electromagnetic field because they are not whole foods. These foods have chemicals in it. They are processed. They have pesticides on them. So all these things affect you spiritually. What you eat affects you spiritually. That's why sometimes, like, if you eat, well, I know for me, like, sometimes if I eat too much red meat, which is why I don't eat a lot of red meat, you know, I feel sad because what red meat we're eating is not even being prepared in an ethical way. So that's why you have, you know, halal markets that have their religious way of preparing meat. Or you go to a farmer's market and the cattle was actually able to roam freely and graze and was living a happy life, versus when they say grass-fed cow and you see videos of the cows being caged up and then the grass is just poured and dumped on them, and their whole life they've been in a cage. So maybe that's why you feel that way. I don't know. The music. Like, we need to start talking about when it comes to entertainment. I need everyone to realize that not everybody believes in the same God that you do. Now, I'm not saying there's multiple gods, but I'm saying there are people in the world who do think there are multiple gods. Or I'm saying there are people in the world who believe in a different God. And their God is Satan. I'm just cutting straight to the point. So, a lot of your favorite celebrities, a lot of your favorite actors and actresses, a lot of your favorite politicians. I don't know why you would have a favorite politician, but they don't subscribe to the same belief as you do. They don't. They practice rituals that have been long standing since before Christ, after death days. They put it in the music, they put it in entertainment, they put it in the news, they put it in the politics, okay? Why do you think, like, and y'all are gonna get mad at me when I say this, but no, let me not say it. We'll save that conversation for another day. But when it comes to all the Greek stuff, when it comes to all the holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day, these things have deeper meanings. And a lot of the times we don't even know what we're celebrating. We're just like, well, we were born here and people celebrate Christmas. Oh, it's gift time. Let's do it. But we really don't know what these things mean, what they represent. Our bodies are made up of water, majority water. And if you don't know, water can be now manipulated with frequency, with sound, with music. And depending on if it's a good frequency, it reacts well. If it's a bad frequency, it reacts negatively. That's why listening to vibrations, listening to frequencies is so important when it comes to the healing of your body, because healing starts from the inside anyway, okay? It starts from the inside and it comes outwardly. So when you're listening to music that's saying, who getting F tonight? I mean, like, oh my God. Or I don't know if y'all been seeing the recent controversy going on with that rapper who had all the kids saying 6'7". Like I'm saying, you don't know that these people don't believe in God. They don't believe in Christ. A lot of your favorite celebrities practice witchcraft. You don't even know. But you say, my favorite artist is Beyonce. Oh, okay. Y'all are not gonna like me for this video, but I'm being honest. Like, I'm tired of holding in the truth because this stuff needs to be talked about, okay? It needs to be talked about. That's why I don't subscribe in That's why I don't subscribe and idolize people, because I have to love me. I'm my number one biggest fan, and I'm my number one biggest supporter. I cannot and will not understand how people have a favorite celebrity or follow people's lives. Follow your own life and watch it transform. Did God say to idolize celebrities? Did God say to idolize music? No. Okay? Just as other people create, you create too. That is one of your purposes. You've been brought here to create. You've been created in God's image. So create. That's what you're supposed to do. But you sit here and you watch other people do it, and then you idolize them because you think that you can't do what they do. And a lot of them steal their art from other people and recycle it. Anyways, politics is another form of spiritual warfare. Red versus blue. Democrat versus Republican. I mean, it gets to a point where it's like, it's so blatantly obvious, some of these things that are happening in real life, but I guess once you open your eyes, it's really hard to unsee what you're seeing. You can only just like look at it from a distance and just shake your head like at everything that's going on. And hope and pray for the best and make change, because we're not always supposed to just sit back and do nothing. Sometimes we have to put in action. We have to put in work, okay? Because a lot of times when you're praying to God for change and for things to be different, your prayer is answered once you do the changing, once you put forth the effort and be the change you want to see. With the whole choosing sides, I mean, my favorite analogy is you need 2 wings on a bird for it to fly, okay? It's the same bird is what I'm saying. Democrat and Republican is the same bird, y'all. It's the same bird. It's purposely made to split you apart, okay? Keep everyone divided, because they know you're stronger when you unite. You're stronger when you unite. You have to separate the people and then create issues and make it be about other things. Like, oh, we're going to force racism on the people. Even though this country was built on racism, I'm not saying that it wasn't, but we're going to continue to push racism and say that the red and blue is a racist thing. It's not. It is a separation thing, period. I don't know what to tell you. The news, the entertainment, what you're watching, certain things do uplift you, but a lot of the times, you know, staring at a TV all day, every day, staring at the phone all day, every day, this constant need of being stimulated, because we are overstimulated. Oh, I'm bored. I'm going to go on TikTok. Oh, I'm bored. I'm going to go on Instagram Reels. Oh, I'm bored. I'm going to watch YouTube. Oh, I'm bored. I'm going to put on my favorite TV show. These things are a form of spiritual warfare. They're keeping your soul at a low vibration. Low vibration. We talked about the water and how the water responds to frequency, vibrations within your body. So if you're constantly not stimulating your brain, if you're not feeding your soul, if you're not actually listening to your spirit and pushing yourself to fulfill your life purpose, because we all have a purpose. Something that I'm reading in my soul communication book is we all have a purpose. Animals have a purpose. Okay? Bugs have a purpose. The water has a purpose. Trees have a purpose. This computer has a purpose. My hair has a purpose. So when you find what your purpose is, but your soul is always trying to push you to achieving and reaching to a higher stage of an enlightenment. But a lot of the times, these things that are lowering your vibration are keeping you distracted. They're keeping you from achieving what you are supposed to be doing on this earth until it's time to transition into the next life. There's a lot of forms of spiritual warfare. I mean, these things are like easily accessible as far as education wise. People are always talking about it. People are always talking about certain symbolism when it comes to sports or like movies, when it comes to music. All these things are blatantly in your face. Even when it comes to marketing and things you see when it comes to fashion, when it, like I said, politics, when it comes to so many different things, there is symbolism for everything. Because what some of you may not understand, but what I've learned to understand is that the powers that be, the people who want to control this earth and create some one world order and one currency type of thing, their whole thing is about experimenting. They want to experiment. They don't take this life and look at it in the same ways that me and you do. You know, we're in survival mode because we have allowed people to control us. Okay, so they're in experiment mode, and their whole thing is about finding the secrets of the universe and the world. That's their life purpose. And so then they will do that by understanding that we are energy. They will do that by understanding that these things affect us negatively, and that where focus goes, energy flows. So if I continue to put negative stuff in your face all day, every day, murder, news, horrible music, bad TV shows, people who practice witchcraft, we're going to have you support people that don't believe in God or Jesus Christ. Actually, his name is Yeshua because he's Hebrew, but that's another topic for another day. we're going to put these people in your face. We're going to let you support them. We're going to let you listen to the music. We're going to let you watch the news. We're going to let you just go about life and work your 9 to 5, even though that's not the right way of living. And you're spiritually going to be at a lower vibration all the time, every day. And no wonder why you have anxiety. No wonder why you have depression. No wonder why you're suicidal. Because in order for your mental to change, you got to change that spiritual, okay? The spirit has to change within for you to evolve outwardly, physically, mentally, emotionally, all these things, okay? That's the video for today, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, I'm gonna edit this like kind of crazy. It's gonna be fun, but hopefully you like it. Thank you. Mwah.